Hello all, so we'll be discussing types of signal over here. So there is one misconception that all continuous time signals are analog signals and vice versa. But the vice versa is not true, and we will see in this lecture how. So first of all, signals are of two types, as we all know, analog signals as well as digital signals. So analog signals are further classified into two types, that is continuous time or discrete time. So discrete time signals are also analog signals, and continuous time signals are also called analog signals, right? So what is the difference? So in continuous time, as we all know, the name suggests that uh, we can have any number of values. Okay, so it is continuous in time, that is t range from minus infinity to plus infinity. Okay, whole t axis is being covered, but over here nothing is mentioned about the y-axis, that is our amplitude axis. So it can take any value. Okay, it is analog signal and continuous in time, so it can take any value. Moreover, the time domain is also continuous, whereas on the other hand, over here in discrete time we have only discrete values of time. Okay, to be more precise, t is replaced by nts by choosing some proper sampling interval, or we can say the sampling frequency, which is uh, calculated as per our sampling theorem, right? So this we had already discussed in our videos, so you can watch, okay, by going in our playlist of DSP. But now let's come to our point that in discrete time, okay, over here also the amplitude can take any values. Okay, so it can take any number of finite values, infinite values, you can say. Over here we have infinite values, so our amplitude axis is not limited. Okay, that's why we call it still analog signal. But what, this is one discrete time signal. So over here you can see that, or let's say this value is 1, this value is 5 volt. Let's say this is of, this axis is of volt. Okay, this represents the amplitude of our in volts, right? So this can take any value, right? Next sample can have amplitude of 100 volt also. So this can take infinite number of values. But if we quantize this signal, it is already discrete in time. If we quantize it, okay, so now it will take finite number of values on amplitude axis. So after quantizing this discrete time signal, we get digital signal, right? So it is not always necessary that discrete time signals are digital signals. Discrete time signal being quantized, that is if they have only finite, okay, values on amplitude axis. Okay, time is already quantized, but if amplitude is also quantized, then it is called digital signal. So the definition of digital signal is that if both amplitude and time are discrete, then it's called digital signal. Whereas one important point over here is that all continuous time signals are analog. As you can see, all continuous time signals are analog, but the vice versa is not true. That is, but all analog signals, you can see all analog signals are not necessarily continuous time, they can be discrete time as well. So all analog signals are not continuous time. Okay, and also one more thing is that all discrete time signals are not digital signals. Digital signal is obtained from discrete time signal if we quantize the discrete time signal, that is if we have both amplitude as well as time discrete. Okay, so this is a simple definition of analog signal and digital signal, continuous time signal and discrete time signal. Thank you.